Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, Place of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Dude, we're rolling. Tomo, hello my son. We are rolling DTJ6 Max Van. I think any van is Max Van personally. Speed's bad, rate of fire is good, damage is bad. Health is bad. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's definitely not good. You know, we want some kind of renewable resource HP. Now, I will say, we got a unique sort of situation. I've kind of buried the lead on it. And I'm going to bury it a little bit further, because you know what? I want to talk very briefly about the fact that our trinket is okay. Oh, now, okay. You're like, if you're going to start talking about rusted key, I'm going to turn the video off. You know what? That's well within your rights and your purview. Our trinket is not rusted key. My brain is broken. What I was gonna say is we have the doctor's remote, or the broken joystick, or whatever the heck this trinket is called, which is normally not great, but it's good here because it allows us to take advantage of Monster Manuel, which is garbage, and basically we have a once every 4 rooms teleporter. Dude, that's a pretty big pickup. You know, I think you could think of the of Cricket's Head 2 different ways, and they're both great. It doubles our existing damage, but it also makes every damage upgrade for the rest of the game twice as good, doesn't it? Like if something was going to give us +1 damage, now it gives us +2 because, doesn't it scale into the future, or am I underthinking it? I might be underthinking it. Anyway, basically, you know, I've said some not so nice things about the broken joystick in my life, but the fact that it can turn a bad spacebar item into teleport, it's not great, but it is at least something. Like, Monster Manuel is worth almost nothing, and I'm being as polite as I conceivably could be. It's just an item that doesn't really bring a whole lot to the table. This is an absurd room. It only got one of them? Are you kidding me? There's gotta be. You know what? Let's err on the side of caution. Fool me once. What can I say? Check this out. Grab the gift, which is also going to make us teleport, but use the gift on a secret room. You know what? Weirdly, I'm way happier with this than you would ever expect. I didn't know the poop was a secret room item. I feel like I've been ripped off. But simultaneously, now we can teleport once per room. I don't really want to, but to have the opportunity to do so is at least worth something. This, it promises to be a strange run, but I will say, based on the fact that we got, you know, Cricket's body, weird doesn't mean bad. Weird can often mean good. For example, have you ever considered the film 12 Monkeys? Very weird, also very good. Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt, Big Will, Drew Hill. That's a bit. I'll bring that bit back on the NLSS this week. Whenever I name the cast of a movie, I'll add Big Will and Drew Hill to the end of it, just for wills and giggles. By the way, another damage upgrade takes us up to 7.68 damage on the second floor. We are looking mighty fine right now. Only negative right now is that all of our HP is tied up in spirit hearts. Hopefully not going to be a major concern, but it becomes more of a major concern if we get a juicy deal with the devil. You know, we take a couple of hits we'd rather not take, get a juicy deal with the devil we can't say no to because I've got no impulse control in Isaac, and all of a sudden, you know, the world's, it starts to close in on you. We do have defense, though. You know, we can teleport if we hate a room. There's a chance it might just teleport us into the room we were just in, but... You know, I mean, we also have great defense because our offense is awesome. Even our speed has come up to the point where it's really, really good right now. We should probably start teleporting right now, just to see if we can teleport into an item room, into the shop. Into the shop. I'm gonna give you 1 cent. That's exactly what I was looking for. We got a key out of it. I'm still gonna teleport for now. But look at this, already. I look down on this, and tactically we find ourselves in such a good situation. I'm not even worried about fighting Ragman, because Ragman, he's like a, what's the expression? He's like a paper tiger, you know? He looks scary, and if you're weak, he is scary. But if you got any kind of, you know, damaged backbone to build your run on top of, you got nothing to worry about on this guy. Like, as long as you can kill the spiders before they spawn, it's basically like fighting the easiest version of Carrion Queen you could ever imagine. I think you absolutely grab it. Go ahead, little delirium. Don't let me stop you. Now, I am curious, could we teleport to an error room? I know, of course, Golden Teleporter can take you to an error room. You know what? It must work like that, right? Because telepills can definitely take you to an error room as well. So I'm assuming that will be how it works. Okay, 5 extra bombs. I love it. Trade a bomb for a key. It's not like we're going to teleport into the center of the room. Probably we'll go to the secret room as well. We could teleport inside. Okay, well, maybe we'll just teleport inside there. Maybe that's the last time I spend the bomb trying to impress the likes of you. Yeah, I'm willing to try it. Well worth it. Finish this room. I think we should save our teleports for the next floor. You know what? I'm going to be bold. We're still going to save our teleports, but I'm going to try to throw in a little extra bomb action. That was horrible. But I'm willing to give it one more try. Okay, you know what? You know what, buddy? I put my faith in you as a human being, a mano-a-mano situation. And you have broken my heart. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna go off on a bit of a rant here. Sorry, I was just trying to channel Dennis Miller. Embarrassingly, by the way, I'm not trying to make this political. Remember, I don't live in the United States of America. I used to be a big fan of Dennis Miller when I was like 14 years old. I know you're like, surely you mean Dennis Leary. He means Dennis Leary. No, Dennis Miller. You know, everybody wants to rule the world. That guy. I know that's Tears for Fears, but the Dennis Miller Show, when it was on TV, used that as its theme song. I don't want to go off on a rant here, but does anybody else think that Henry Kissinger's eyebrows look like if Quetzalcoatl was, you know, everything is just like the most like smugly veiled, like pseudo-sensical metaphor? And plus, let's be honest, my dude was in Joe Dirt, one of the greatest cinematic movies of the past. You know, Joe Dirt, you've never heard of it? It's David Spade, Dennis Miller, Big Will, Drew Hill. What, you don't like movies? Still trying here. But you know, he's not exactly killing it on Twitter these days. That's all I'm saying. It's not even a politician sort of politics thing. It's just a, you know, from one guy who tries to be funny to another. I'm doing like the Jonah Hill cut it out gesture. If you haven't seen it, you can just, you know, Twitter image search Jonah Hill. You'll know which one I'm talking about. How could we not? I have to. I wish I didn't have to, but, you know, rules are rules. Okay, now that makes me a little bit mad. This is what we were looking. You know what? I think Doctor's Remote has been fantastic. Let's move on, though. How much damage can we grab off of this? 0.6 actually seems really good. We've gone to surrogate Zane now. No longer is the Zane required by Doctor's Remote, or controlled by Doctor's Remote. Now we got Zane controlled by Soy Milk, which I much prefer, to be honest with you. But oh my god, we got a spirit heart out of our poop? I knew it could happen, but I thought it was like a only in dreams sort of situation. Anyway, I don't mean to go off on a rant here. I've been getting these emails, and they're starting to rub me the wrong way with their misleading content. I've talked before, I get emails from StubHub, the ticket scalping service, and they say, "Congratulations, Ryan, your Vancouver event guide is here." And, you know, I got one, it's Friday, so they always come in on Friday. Let me, StubHub, where is it? Just give me 1 sec. You heard it. StubHub. Awesome news, Ryan. You're all set for Vancouver's event guide this weekend. Here's some pics for you. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I really want to go see Toto at the center in Vancouver for the performing arts. Maybe it's too fitting. Yeah, I really want to go see Eugene Emeralds at Vancouver Canadians. I'm a huge baseball fan. Now we got a new one. Comes from DoorDash. It says, last chance to try new restaurants for free. Now, I gotta admit, this is like a fantastic email to receive because in your head, you're going free food. But you don't actually get to try the restaurants for free, which, of course, if you think about it for 2 seconds, you're like, of course you don't. Instead, DoorDash waives its cut of the delivery fee for you to order from their service. Not a bad deal, but these emails... You know, you ever see the Simpsons episode where the attorney Lionel Hutz is like, you know, free consultation, no money down. And then he shows them the business card, and because of punctuation, it's like, you know, no, money down. Like, you have to put money down. Free consultation? No, money down. So basically what every single email I get from these companies is like now. I just get offended that they hit me with that, Dale Carnegie. Sweetest sound to somebody's ears is the sound of their own name, Ryan. Have I got an event guide for you? For the Kronos Quartet are playing at the Chan Center at the University of British Columbia. Remember that song from Requiem for a Dream? No? Big Will and Drew Hill are at the Queen Elizabeth Theater at Mount Pleasant. And at the Fox Cabaret, it's Bad Baby. Cash Me Outside Girl from Dr. Phil. You retweeted that meme. Don't you want to go see your all ages 34-minute long concert? No, I don't, StubHub. I understand you can't, you know, it's a big company. They can't send personalized emails. I'm just saying, like, stop trying, you know? It's literally never worked on me. The only email I want from StubHub is, like, if the tickets for any Vancouver Canucks game fall under $30 a seat, send me an email, and the link is just like a button that I click and I buy them. That's it. Usually at the start of the season, it doesn't work out that way because people are very hopeful. Oh, Elias Pettersson's on the team this year. Maybe Quinn Hughes will make it. Nikolai Goldobin and Jake Virtanen are poised for breakout years, and Troy Stetcher on a new bridge deal. This is our year, boys. And then they lose, you know, 18 of their first 25 games. And then that's when you buy low, baby. There is no sell high. It's exclusively a buy low situation. But I'm very thankful I grew up in not a major city. Because I have, you know, friends who have lived in Vancouver for the bulk of their lives, and they don't follow any of the local sports teams unless the team is good. And I think that I would 100% be one of them were it not for the fact that, you know, when I was a kid, the first time I loved hockey, you know, watching it at least from the time that I grew up. I've talked about my experience playing it, which is essentially, I can skate actually like pretty well. I can skate, I can stop, I can skate backwards. You know, I learned all that at a very young age. But then at hockey school, I was a little too shy to take off my pants in order to put on all the hockey gear. And, you know, there's a lot of gear involved in suiting up for hockey. What do you want here? You gotta go rotten, baby, but... Do you really want to... Yeah, why not, dude? Let's get risky. Please let me back into that deal with the devil, by the way. I showed you my Yara rune. Please respond. So I just put on my hockey pants over top of the track pants that I wore to hockey school, and then, well, you know, one thing leads to another. It's very hot, you're exercising, all of a sudden I'm at my doctor's office, he's saying you got a fungal infection on your genitals, and you shouldn't go to hockey school anymore, because, you know, it's spreadable, contagious. I gotta sneeze, 1 second. Not really an embarrassing story. I mean, it's embarrassing because it happened to me, but it's not really that... You know, I don't think it reflects too poorly on me. I was like 8. My Yara rune! You know, you've heard of Claire de Lune. What about Yara de Rune? Great joke. Just for those of you who are big classical music fans and also Isaac players, there's got to be literally thousands out there, I'm assuming. Could you give me the Boosie, please, boss? Get it? YouTube references, humor. I don't want to go off on a rant here, etc., etc. Okay, we got a Spirit Heart. I'm happy with that, or a Demon Heart. Anyway. But, you know, I grew up 2 hours outside of Ottawa, 3 hours outside of Toronto and Montreal. Didn't get many opportunities to head down and watch an NHL game. First NHL game I saw in my entire life in person was when I was like 10. It was a magical experience. I could probably find the game for you. It was definitely, I believe it was probably the year 1999, Buffalo Sabres at Ottawa Senators. Give me one sec. 1999 Buffalo Sabres at Ottawa Senators. It's funny how memory works. April 23rd, could be. 3-2? That doesn't seem right. April 21st, 1999. Anyway, I'm not going to necessarily look it up. But, you know how I can narrow it down to a few different days, and I'll explain to you why. It might have been 2000, and it might have been 98, but I'm pretty sure it was 99. Anyway, the Senators won, I believe. They did not score 5 goals, because 5 goals would have given us free pizza from the concession stands. That's right. Now it's like if any player scores 4 goals in a game, you get a free slice of pizza. Back then, they were way less stingy with it. They were like, if the team scores 5 goals, you get a free slice of pizza. Now, it's not really the same as how it works now, because back then it was the dead puck era. For a team to score 5 goals in a single game was not rare, but certainly not as normal as it would be today. Get out of here. Oh my god, we almost got hit. Please, destroy him. Also, we only had 3 tickets, so my mom and my grandma stayed in the hotel and watched The Sixth Sense on pay-per-view. So that should give you enough information to figure out, and I'm out of here, dude. This is a scary floor. That should give you enough information to figure out when it was. Not that I want you to tweet. I'm just saying, it's funny how memory works. You know? I remember not what the score is, but enough information to reverse engineer. So anyway, the long and short of that is, you know, because I didn't grow up in a major city, anytime I went to a major city, it was like a special occasion. You'd be like, wow, tall buildings, lots of people, a stadium I've only previously seen on television. This is incredible. And now that I live in a major city, I've done my best not to lose that joy. As a way of like almost, you know, paying homage to the fact that I grew up 1 kilometer away from the next closest house. Now I'm like, anytime I'm in like downtown Vancouver, I'm still like, this is amazing. There's a Roots store. Is that a Victoria's Secret? I feel like if you grew up in a major metropolitan area, maybe you've lived in one for a while, you know, you forget. If I was a kid and I went to Toronto, go to the Eden Centre, the largest, well, not the largest mall in Canada, but the largest mall in Ontario, you'd see all these stores that you, like, didn't know existed. You'd be like, oh my god, is that a Disney store? They're not messing around here. I'm not. Thank you. And now you're like, oh, I don't want to go to the Lululemon flagship store. I want to go to Mech instead. Which is very sensible. Help me, okay. So where are we at on this run? It looks better than it is right now. And I don't think it's bad, but it looks better than it is. The reason, like, Blue Candle is such a huge get. I'm so happy to have it. 99 bombs, you know, it's not bad, but it's dangerous. Volatile. But the reason it looks bad, or the reason it looks good, is because we're killing enemies quickly and we have Blue Candle. But the reason it actually is a little bit worse than it looks is because we're about to be on the wound. When enemies start to deal 1 full heart of damage, it's not going to take too long before this run starts to look a lot, you know, more shaky than it is right now. Nah, that won't be necessary. So this floor is a... Oh, that was close. This floor is a big deal, for real. Really want to take as little damage as possible. We want to... Especially, we should be blowing up, like, anything we can to get Demon Hearts or Spirit Hearts. And, we definitely want to get a good deal with the devil if possible. Like, to trade one red heart for something great would be a good deal for us, optically speaking, right now. Beyond that, we got a chance to teleport out of boss rush here with the Hermit card, so... But I'm starting to get a little concerned. And it's entirely because of the soy milk setup. Like, if I had just opted against taking soy milk, we'd have a lot less to worry about. But we'd also have a little bit less frenetic kind of fun going on in this run. I will defend soy milk, you know, all the livelong day. I don't think we want permanent Polaroid invincibility. I think we want to give the game... That was bad. We want to give the game the chance to give us another deal with the devil soon. Take advantage of it. Okay. And... Not good. I love the fingers just making things explode here. Don't take that out of context. This is what we want. Spirit Heart. Blow it up. I bought a key. Not what I should have done. It's okay. Picked up a couple of Spirit Hearts. It gives us some gas. Make the run work. We know Lemon Mishap was our other item in our item room. Just gonna take a little time to do like a due diligence here. Hey, 2 of clubs. Completely irrelevant. I will say, there's probably people who, you know, they could turn that same thing I just said back around on me. You know, like if you're a fan of MLS soccer, I'm definitely like in one of the better Canadian cities for it. I know TFC, Toronto FC, is better than the Whitecaps are right now, but still, you know, it's really cheap relative to like hockey tickets to get soccer tickets in Vancouver. And you know, it's a team with a diehard fan base and, you know, a lot of enthusiasm. And I'm like, I don't really wanna. Same with CFL, you know, maybe you're a big CFL fan. Why don't you go see the BC Lions play? I don't really like football, but I haven't gotten jaded with hockey yet. People are like, why would you go see the team with the worst record in the NHL if you combine the last 3 years of standings? And I'm like, well, because it's sick. To be in a building with, like, you know, at least 15,000 other people sharing leisure time. It's like a big movie theater. Even when the movie sucks, you know, you can heckle the screen a little bit. And then when somebody's like, hey, that guy's only 18, why are you heckling him? You go, well, yeah, well, he's gonna be a millionaire. And they're like, yeah, but right now he's getting paid league minimum. You know, he just moved here from Finland and he doesn't know how to speak any English, and his first introduction to this city was people heckling him for missing a poke check. Yeah, but okay, fair enough. Maybe I'll be nice. But I paid $14 for this ticket on StubHub, so I can do what I want. Also, I grew up in a... You're probably better off with High Priestess, really. I grew up in a... Again, it's a town. It's a city. It's just smaller. There's an Ontario Hockey League team there, which is like between the ages of like 15 and 19, depending on how skilled you are. You can play in this league and, you know, get drafted into the National Hockey League and, you know, start your career. So there's, like, you can see amazing players before they're amazing. You know, they're amazing for their age, really. And when I was 12 and I would go to those games, I'd be like, kill him! Now sometimes we see a game when I, like, go back to my parents'... Oh man, that's not worth it. When we go back to my parents' house, we'll go see a game or something, and there will be people in the audience who are like, kill him! And I look at them and I'm like, they're 16. You want these 16-year-olds to, like, hit each other at full speed and crack spines and punch each other in the face? Like, it's scary, dude. And then I go, yeah, kill him. Because I don't want them to turn on me. I don't want them to know that I'm not one of them. Well, this run has gotten more stable. I'm basically, like, if any enemy looks like they're going to be a bit of trouble. Pretty much I'm just doing what I did there, which is mostly using the finger to get the job done. Again, please don't take that out of context. This is a run where there's a lot of things you could take out of context, and I would prefer if you didn't. Remember? When I get that feeling, need contextual meaning. Contextual meaning. Great song. I will admit, I know most of the lyrics because of the 2003 film I Spy, starring Owen Wilson, Eddie Murphy, Will Smith, and Drew Hill, aka Cisco. I mean, Drew Hill is not Cisco's name. Drew Hill is a band that Cisco was in. But he shedded the dead weight. It was nice of him to give them full band credits on Wild Wild West. But once it came to, you know, Unleash the Dragon with the thong song, you know he had to do it to him. We should be able to get into the boss trap room. If the rewards are nice, we'll maybe give it a shot. Can I just say, like, I'm really underrating the value of 99 bombs. And I'll tell you why. Ain't nothing but... Tell you why. Ain't nothing... Tell me. Because, I forgot that we had Mr. Mega. And Mr. Mega makes these bombs way better. 99 regular bombs, I sleep. 99 Mr. Mega bombs, real stuff. That's right, I don't use swears, okay? So I'm actually gonna, again, in the interest of both entertainment and possibly creating a better run, but either way, entertainment, I think what I'm gonna do is get rid of Blue Candle, take Pandora's Box, because Pandora's Box gives us a guaranteed deal with the angel on the cathedral. Now, that could be Holy Water, could be Sacred Heart. I don't even know if Sacred Heart would be that good. We'd probably be better off with a defensive item, considering our, you know, damage modifier. Oh, my lord. But the thing to keep in mind here is that it gives us a good opportunity. Hey, dude, you wanna... Thank you. It gives us a good opportunity to, you know, get well acquainted with the fact that we got 99 bombs. Now 93, but still. Might as well take advantage of it, right? Instead of just sitting on them. We can definitely afford... Okay, never mind. A lot of battery charges. Hey, those are real useless. I really, really want to deal with the devil. For multiple reasons, but a big one... You're not dead, huh? A big one for certain is permanent Polaroid invincibility to maybe avoid what happened right there. Wow. Okay, things are getting hot. Maybe we want to go back and grab Blue Candle. We'll maybe finish the mom fight, and then we'll figure out where we stand, because I really don't want to... I mean, you get 2 items if you use this right now, right? That's probably a better option for us. Is to, get 2 items on the Womb 2. I want you to... Okay, well, tell you what, we'll do it like that then. Get 2 items on the Womb 2 and then go back with Blue Candle. But maybe... Well, what if we use it on the deal with the devil that we have an 80% chance to get? Now we're talking. What do you got for me? I'm drowsy. I mean, it's good. Use it right here. I sleep. You're supposed to be drowsy. That eye looks wide awake. Come on, Rotten Baby. You're not supposed to be drowsy. You're supposed to be a big part of the damage dealing potential here. I knew it. Yeah, I'm starting to think Blue Candle probably a better option. We did get a deal. It's the Bible, so that's what it gives you. You know, I think Gimpy is an acceptable pick. Absolutely nothing else. Realistically, giving up Blue Candle probably cost us like 3 Spirit Hearts, even if it was only temporary. I hope the deal with the Devil Door stays open, because your boy would love to get Dark Matter. Probably not a deal breaker, but I gotta admit, this one's getting a little spooky as we get closer to the end. Like, this is not a whole lot of HP to be bringing with you. But in some ways, it's actually like a little bit too much. Thought it was worth a shot, because we could have permanent Polaroid invincibility. But no deal with the devil, alright. Still, we got Blue Candle, we got 86 Mr. Mega Bombs. We got little to worry about. Most important thing by far is our own HP. I never would have expected that to be the secret room. This could be a huge moment for us. First off, of course, magic much potential. You gotta go for it. You gotta get it. More tears upgrades, thank you. Doesn't double our damage, because we already had Cricket's body, but, I mean, it gave us 0.02 damage, so I gotta admit, you know, I spent a lot more time thinking it would be good than, dealing with the real consequences of it actually being completely horrendous, but, we got a little speed out of it at least. Hey, everybody likes a little speed, right? And that was 0.02 damage, right? Not 0.2. 0.2 is not horrendous, but it is kind of bad. Yo, thank you. I stood still. I froze. I gotta admit. This is not where I want to be either. Stay away. Stay away. Bloodborne style. I'm willing to go for it. I regret it immensely. It's alright. You got him off sync, which is bad. Now they're both on sync and dead. If anything, though, would I rather have a run that starts hard and gets easy, or a run that starts easy and gets hard? Please don't take that out of context. Oh, that's real bad. I think I would rather have one that ends hard, presuming we win. That way we're going into our next run kind of like pre-anxious, and I think that's good. Going to that run being a little spooked probably makes you play with a little modicum of caution, you know, which can be an advantageous thing in this business. Thank you, Gimpy. No thank you, Gimpy. I didn't have much choice in my mind there. It was either get hemmed in by the creep, try to make a little break, kind of with tiny nubs on your arms always flying off the back swings. Big Will Drew Hill. Do you think it's really annoying to be a famous singer when you go to a wedding? You know, weddings often have like karaoke, open mic, or something like that. I think that gets awkward. You know, if you're like Bruce Springsteen, you go to your niece's wedding. Uncle Bruce, get up and sing a song. And he's like, "Duck in the city, night is aware." And they're like, no, I meant sing one of your songs, Bruce. You can't just sing Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran. You gotta, alright, fine. They have any of my new material? Uncle Bruce, don't be weird. Just sing Born in the USA, or Born to Run, or Dancing in the Dark. They don't have The Rising, okay? It's a karaoke machine, not a miracle worker. I'm mad, mostly at myself. I'm extremely mad at myself. Okay, well, it's time to smarten up. Potentially very dangerous situation. You know the deal. Very good start to this fight. I will say, your boy is looking at Gimpy a little bit. I really want these to hit. He's looking at Gimpy a little bit and going, what happened? You're supposed to... I deserve that. I'm mad at myself because I didn't have to take soy milk. Oh, that burns me up, dude. It turns out I'd rather have a run that starts easy and stays easy, but I've done it to myself. That's what really hurts. That hurts a lot. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe. We'll be back to hit harder next time, and I'll see you then.